You already know here in Southern California, it's a nice sunny day. It's actually pretty hot today. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean? There's like summer's already knocking, bro. We can feel it. You already know we just right here chilling. I want to come up here see what everybody was getting themselves into. Was the talk of the town, the word on the curb. You heard. Um, man, this was still emailing me. Man, some people just don't know when to give up, huh? I don't know why people get so bent out of shape and just keep spamming emails. It's funny how some people let my opinion bother them so much. It's makes no sense. Some people are crazy. Like, damn, bro, it ain't that serious. It is literally just YouTube. What's cracking, like, my boy? You getting yourself into ishy? You already know we chilling. Dealing with some guys that just, apparently, I guess some of my videos must have triggered them and they're getting all buttered. I'm at work. Oh, that's right. So am I, my boy. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Hey, bro, we got to do it, right? The grind don't stop. Got to keep hitting it. Hey, Mr. Pasa, you scoped out the songs that I sent you? What'd you think? Were they good or not? Ask you, do you think los rappers sureños de Mexico are too extra on their raps, but their values and gangster life? I know what you mean. Yes. there's no like good, cool way of saying it. Yeah. And that's one of the things that a lot of homies don't like, especially in music. That's one of the reasons why a lot of homies don't like Chicano rap, right? It's just when somebody's trying way too hard, bro, it just is not authentic, bro. These fools that try way too hard, you can tell that they're fake just because when you're kicking it with homies and you're actually chilling in the barrio with the homies and stuff like that, it's not like how these vatos make it seem that it is, right? Like with the stilo and the lingo, like, oh, raleigh, you know what I mean? Like, no one's doing that. Nobody's dressing like that. Like, so it comes off like if they got what they thought it was from a movie. You get what I mean? Because when you're chilling with the homies, nobody's acting like that. Nobody's carrying themselves like that. So it comes off like if they're, not, authentic, right? But it could just be that over there is just different than down here. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that's why. But yeah, you can always tell when somebody's like trying, like, man, why is this fool talking? Why is this fool doing this, bro? Like, does he think that this is what it really is? Because, when you kick it with homie, ain't nobody behaving like that. Homies are the opposite of what you see in those movies. The motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It's hot today, holy shit. Serio, it is. I ain't even gonna lie. Shit is hot. And I'm not in my other whip, so this whip is just a little bit more hotter. Because my Aina wanted to use my whip, so I'm using her whip, so. I feel like they do too much in their songs. Some slam. Yeah, that is true though. I'm just like, damn, these fools need to just cut it down on that super sureño. They need to just like they need to bring it down a few notches. And you know what? And that's actually the guy that's sending me the emails right now. He was actually because he came and he told me through my emails, right? He was saying, hey, aren't you embarrassed right now because of how all these fools are making the South look right? Like, because of the way they're behaving, right? And it's like, they're making you fools look bad. And it's like, they're not making us look bad. When somebody's carrying themselves, whichever way it is, right? They're making themselves look bad. They themselves, right? Because they don't speak or represent in behalf of everybody because nobody does. Right? So when an individual, when you see it out there, he's only speaking and it's only, reflecting on his behavior, on him, on that individual, not on a group as a whole. Because if we're going to use your logic, it's kind of like saying anytime they arrest a Mexican for rape or a pedophile, and if he's Mexican, oh, they make your whole raza look bad. No? They make all those Mexicans look bad, no? Because you guys are all Mexican. Right? That's not how it works, right? Nah, fuck that. That's only that motherfucker. right? But if we're gonna use your logic, that's how you're throwing it. Oh yeah, because you're from the south. Yeah, that's what make you. Yeah, you fools are looking bad right now. No, we're not. Their actions don't reflect on the sites. It reflects on themselves. Because we can say the same thing about like, like if any of somebody from our race that does some stupid shit, say the same thing. But you see, that's not how the world works, right? But they just do that to try to like get somebody mad and shit like that. But it's like that's just not gonna work, bro. Like I don't put these rappers on a high pedestal like that where it's like, oh my god, where I'm gonna be defending them or pitching or dying for them, right? Like, nah, them fools they never would do that. They would never do that, bro. I know for a fact they wouldn't. Like, well, you don't even know these motherfuckers, dog. Even if it's my favorite rapper, bro, if somebody was to say something about, oh shit, serio, damn, that's fucked up. Then he's no good. Because I don't really know that motherfucker. I don't really know what he's getting himself into to be out there fucking battling and defending their honor. Bro, people on here really be batting for people like if they know them, bro. Like, do you know that motherfucker? Motherfuckers are over here, willing to throw their fucking lives on the line for these goofy ass fools. That shit is crazy. Like, damn, bro. Hey, I didn't realize you grew up with that fool. Oh, I didn't. I have never met him. Oh shit! The way you're over here dying for him, it makes it seem like you guys are brothers. I ain't battling for nobody, bro. Unless I know them. Personally know them. I haven't scoped them because I dropped off my sister. All right. What up, Shadow? What's cracking like in Derek? Just getting ready for work. That's right, homie. Got to get the Skrilla Illa. Have you ever tried OK Chinese food on Van Nuys Boulevard? OK Chinese food on Van Nuys? Damn, I don't know. Probably. I have tried several spots in Van Nuys, but I actually don't ever read the name on it. I just say, oh, hey, look, fuck, Chinese food right there. Let's stop and get some. I used to think the homies in Chicano rap in movies until I kicked it. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Ain't nobody acting like that. What up, Shadow? What's cracking like an angel? What up, my G? Oh, what's good, Cosmo? What you up to, my boy? What you doing? Hi, hello. What the fuck? What the fuck you on? Myself. I'm naturally like this. Did you check out that map I send you? Oh, yeah. Simone, I scoped it out. Yeah, it's just crazy. Lefty Gunplay be funny as fuck, though. Oh, yeah. He's cool. Lefty's cool. I actually heard of Lefty before I even knew he rapped. But because of his neighborhood and shit like that. Because he's really from his neighborhood and, he really, I'm not gonna say I know him like that, but yeah, he's out there. He's out there. Now, I'm not gonna say that that I'm gonna verify all his stories, but nah, he was out there. He's out there doing his thing. You hear about him in the streets. His name is relevant. Now maybe I don't know about everything that he says, right? But nah, he's been out there and done things. He's earned his name. People put too much credit on celebrities. I know, bro, they do. Like, nah, fuck no, homie, that fool's a real one. Like, how do you know he's a real one? Cause, bro, my favorite song, he raps it. Oh, so that means that he's a real one? Yes, that's how it works. If I like something, it makes it true and real. Oh, all right. I get it now. I get it. I see where you're coming from. People are fucking funny and goofy. Like, nah, fool, this fool's not a pedophile because I would never like music from somebody who's a pedophile. So that's how I know that this fool can't be a pedophile. Look, in all true reality, bro, I like his music. It reminds me of some of my best memories, and I just don't want to feel guilty bumping it. So therefore, I'm going to ignore all the evidence and pretend like it never happened and that everybody's hating on my favorite rapper. That way, when I'm bumping his music, I don't feel guilty that I'm supporting a pedophile. Oh, all right. Okay, carry on. It's that easy, bro. When you see these people defending these individuals, that's the reason for it. Nah, bros, because this fool raps my favorite songs, bro, and I just don't want to feel guilty or be seen as a weirdo that I'm bumping this, bro. So that's why I'm gonna be defending him and ignore all the evidence. Ah, okay, makes sense. I see where you're coming from, my guy. I guess that's commendable. Whatever you have to tell yourself to sleep at night, my guy. You stank. Let the gunplay is on Scante. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I personally don't know him to say if he is or if he isn't. Could be not. I don't know. I mean, a lot of homies in those, so I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I'm not gonna say that that's what it is, right? But if it is, I wouldn't be surprised. Just got off work, posted, toasted at the pad. What are you up to? I'm still at work, my guy. I'm on my lunch break right now. But that's right, homie. Damn, you got the day's over already? Shit, I can't wait for me to get the fuck out of here. But now you just get to relax on this fucking hot ass day. Hey, where you staying at now, Cosmo? Because you're not living over there no more, no, in on Hollywood, no, Hollywood Way. What up, Cholo? What's cracking like in? What do you think about the Asians that dress Cholo tattooed with? No, but see, there's Asians that are homies. Don't get it twisted. Remember that video that you kind of right? No, there's Asians that are homies, right? You have the temples, the Pino locals, right? And they're not the only ones, right? But an example, right, of one, because that whole clique, right? So you do have a lot of Asians that are homies, right? There's a lot of homies that are Asians. I have Asians in my neighborhood. I've met Asians from other neighborhoods. You know what I mean? That's common, bro. Filipinos, Japanese, Koreans, Laos. It's funny. They all call them chinos, right? But that's an insult, right? Because they're not all Chinese, right? They could be, several, Korean, from Laos, from Laotian, Japanese. You know what I mean? They could be multiple things. Kind of like saying you're calling a Mexican or Salvadorian or Guatemalan or whatever, right? So I don't understand when they call them chinos, right? That's kind of disrespectful. You know what I mean? And it's funny because 9 times out of 10 they call them chino, and they're not even Chinese, bro. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I have met a Chinese person. Everyone calls people Chinese, but they ain't even Chinese, bro. They're like Korean, Japanese, Philippine. Like, bro, these folks ain't even from China, homie. Shit is rare when you meet somebody from China, as a matter of fact. Yeah, my bro was locked up with some food from KHA. Yeah, they went to business, bro. And people over here are saying, "Oh, they're tank or they're tank." All the motherfuckers are with it, homie. I have a homie who's busted. He got life. The homie Jose Sicko. Yeah, he's from KHA, right? And he was with the business, bro. That was my doggy dog. I gave that fool a holler right here where I worked at, but then he got arrested and for the holler, and he got washed up. He lost his case. He should have took the deal. If I took it to trial, though. It's cold game. That fool was a fool. That fool was with the business. Yeah, I agree, bro. I see where you're coming from. Pancho Villa, Cholo. El Pancho Villa. Nobody uses Emilio Zapata no more? That's messed up. Bro, he's still important. Crazy how things from homeland move somewhere else. Yep, and it spreads. But you know why? Because in America, it's not the only place where you're able to find gangs. Gangs exist in every single country, bro. You're able to find gangs in every single country. You're able to find gangs. They exist. They exist in every country, bro. You know what I mean? The reason they exist in every country is because it's just not an American problem. It's a humanity problem, bro. You know what I mean? When people are put in predicaments when they're young, they grow up to be troubled adults. You know what I mean? And troubled adults are going to hang out with other troubled adults. And when a group of troubled adults are together, oh, it's going to equal all kinds of this madre. But that's because throughout all over the world, a common problem exists, which is parenting. You know what I mean? It's not an American problem. It exists throughout the planet because people throughout the planet refuse to step up to the plate when it comes to being a parent. You know what I mean? That's why it's just not an American issue, bro. You know what I mean? And that's why this problem exists throughout everywhere. Now they may call themselves different things, right? Cartels or mafias or crews or cliques or whatever, but it's all essentially criminal activity gangs. They're all gangs. You know what I mean? Groups of individuals that refuse to follow the government's laws and live lawlessly by committing crime and going at it with other groups, you know, similar to theirs. You know what I mean? But you know, there's nowhere in this planet where you're able to escape that kind of shit. It's a sad reality. And people say, nah, human behavior doesn't work. It's not real. Nah, it's crazy then, you know, because this is the same thing that law enforcement uses to catch these criminals, right? And it's funny that they use this method to find these serial killers in different countries, right? That match the behavior of a criminal on the other side of the planet who had not even no knowledge of this person, yet they behaved and moved in similar ways. And because of similar background experiences. That's how they knew, you know, roughly around his age or his ethnicity and why he was doing what he was doing and what kind of people he was targeting. Because they study the human behavior. And that's what blows these people's minds. They haven't even admitted to themselves. Like, it's crazy how they were able to find what I did and explain to me how I did it when they weren't even there. You know? That's why they wanted to do the interview with these detectives, because they wanted to know how they knew what they knew, because it blew their minds. It's kind of like, you see a lot of people could predict what's going to happen or predict the outcome of somebody. Going based off of his behavior, you already know if he keeps it up, this and this is most likely going to happen. And going based off of human behavior from prior incidents from others, that you're able to make a good guess of how this individual is going to turn out. And you're using this as evidence because there's no greater evidence than the past. You know, how do you know that this is not going to work? Because it hasn't worked the other thousands of times throughout history. That's how we know. Like, what are you, psychic? How do you know, bro? Because it hasn't worked throughout history, bro. What makes you think it's going to work now? Hey, I don't know if you see this, but can you say hi to me? I had a bit of a bad day, and it'll cheer me up. Well, hello there. How you doing? I hope your day gets better. Remember, no matter how big and bad the storm is, the sun always shines at the end of every storm. Keep your head up. I'm just showing support. Oh, well, gracias. I appreciate that. I love McChickens? Yeah, so do I. Hope you have a good night. Pancho Cholo. I'm relaxing at home. All right, that's right. Kicking back. McDonald's or KFC? Probably McDonald's. I think I'll be able to eat more McDonald's because they have more of a variety than KFC. Because KFC is just chicken. At least with McDonald's, you can switch from chicken to beef. So at least you have more of a variety. Like I'm assuming, like también you get tired of eating out because they only have 3 combos, so it's kind of like yeah. After a while. What up, man? You heard from Little Dirty? Who's that? Lefty Gunplay's grammar is strange. Interviews compared to him rapping. I really haven't watched the interviews, right? To say like, because I really don't scope, a lot of his stuff out, right? And that's just because I'm always paying attention to other stuff, right? And like I get his lingo, right? I guess some people aren't used to it, right? But there's a lot of homies that have his swag. Pollo Campero or KFC. Oh, KFC. Pollo Campero's good, but I don't know. With them, it's like a hit or miss, bro. Because sometimes I go and it's firme, and then sometimes I go and their food just like vale verga. You know what I mean? Or it probably depends on the locations. You know what I mean? Because there's some spots that are like, orale. And there's been some times where I've gotten some fucking shit that was just like dry as fuck. Like, I was just like, no bueno, no bueno. Is it hood KFC or regular? There's a hood KFC? Well, the KFC is on the hood? Yeah, bro, 6 a.m., 4:30. Nah, G, we stay in North Hills now. Oh, serio? Órale. Yeah, North Hills? Damn. Should be crazy right there. Be some battlegrounds right there. Can you shout out my friend Mike? Well, shout out to Mike. Well, shout out to your friend Nick. I'm really not good at English. What means the hood KFC? No, I think they were just talking KFC, like meaning KFC. I don't know about the hood part. Mr. Criminal ruined his rap career. Yeah, maybe. Nowadays, in the times that we're living, it's rare when somebody actually ruins their career because most people just don't care. Like most people, like look. I know people think that a lot of I think people think that a lot of cholos support Chicano rap, right? And I think that they think that the fan base is mostly pure gang members, but it's not. You know what I mean? I've been to a lot of, concerts of theirs, right? And there's mostly, the people there look gang related, right? But then as we gang bang while we're there, because, we're idiots, majority of them people aren't even from gangs, bro. They look like they are, but they're not homies. They just like the stilo and the music, but, they're not, And it's mostly like a lot of women too. So, you know what I mean? It's rare that you'll see homies there. As a matter of fact, the only reason why we were there was because, the hyenas wanted to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, but a lot of homies don't listen to Chicano rap. I'm not hating. That's just the facts of things. Most homies don't want to be bumping it. It's just that most homies don't want to be bumping somebody screaming out their neighborhood because they're from a different neighborhood. Why would you want to be hearing someone yelling out a different neighborhood than yours? You know what I mean? Homies are prideful and we put our neighborhood so high on the pedestal, right? That we just don't want to be, like hearing somebody else's neighborhood wrong. You know what I mean? Just the way it is. I know people's like, oh no, but it's the South Side thing and everything. That passion and that pride comes from people that are out of state, right? Or like upstaters, right? Because they roll like that and they have to unite like that because of the areas they're in. But down here, homies are more prideful in their each individual barrio. You know what I mean? While in other places they'll hit up Sud or South Side and all that, right? While down here it's like it's the neighborhoods they hit up and represent. Like nobody's gonna grab a spray can down here and go and write Sud and not put their neighborhood. They'll go write their neighborhood, and sometimes maybe they'll put a Sud on there, maybe. but they're gonna put their neighborhood. No one's gonna hit up just Southside on, you know. Homies are gonna be like, hey, where the fuck's the neighborhood, dog? Oh shit, Spencer. Nah, homies want to see the neighborhood up there. You get what I'm saying? That's why, like, a lot of Chicano artists, their biggest shows and stuff like that is always when they're traveling to like Arizona, Texas, and places like that. Down here, it's not. It doesn't get that much of a buzz. And they say it themselves, right? Like, damn, that's crazy how in our own homeland they don't support us like that, right? But it's just that it's different down here. You know, like, I'm not gonna be bumpy like that. Same with me. Like, if there's a rola by one of these artists, right, and they keep saying their neighborhoods, bro, I just change the song, bro. I do. I'm not gonna be bumping somebody, you know, throwing out their neighborhood, somebody else throwing out their neighborhoods. Cause I ain't from that neighborhood, bro. That's why I think that people should just leave that out of music, right? Because people just don't want to be hearing somebody, you know. You put yourself in scenarios too. You're driving down the wrong hood and shit. Just on plane. Think you're from that hood. I'm gonna shoot your shit up. I'm not from China. I have smelly teeth, but I still talk up close. That's cool. Why is that? Why is that the Chicanos and Paisas can't get along? Simple. Because Chicanos pick on Paisas because they know that they have money and are not willing to fight for their money because they'll give it up easy, right? Because they just don't want any problems, right? They're just trying to, you know, work and get by, right? They don't want no issues. So it makes them easy prey for these people to rob them, right? So now that these people are robbing the Paisas now get mad because these people take advantage, right? So then now they have to look for something in order to, you know, get their get backs, right? So they call them fake Mexicans, that they're not real Mexicans, you know? They're, you know, pochos or gringos or falsos, you know what I mean? You know, as their way, you know? But they talk shit not directly to them, but amongst themselves, right? And then the word just travels, right? And homies can't say that that's not true because down here, homies rob paisas all the time. Now, you don't see it happen as much now as it used to, but before, yeah, homies used to fucking rob paisas all the time. I don't know what people be saying that, oh, nah, that's not true. When I made the video discussing that, people were saying that that's not true. It's like, bro, then you don't live down here, or you never been around homies, or you don't know how it works out here, bro, because that shit happens all the fucking time, bro. And no homie could come on here and say that I'm fucking lying, bro. And that's why no homie has ever came on here and said that I was lying. My fucking video had all kinds of thousands of views, bro. No one said I was lying. Well, because I can only be honest, homie. It is what it is. You may not like it, but it is what it is. Saludos desde Mexico. Shout out to everybody out there in Mexico. Why are Mexicans gay? Why are they happy? I don't know. In Mexico, there is like 6 gangs. No, in Mexico, there's a lot of gangs. A lot. Probably like 100 or more. Who invented gangs? America? See, gangs is not something that was invented, right? Gangs are has evolved and adapted to times, right? Because gangs, modern day version of gangs, is no different than what was pirates. You know what I mean? A group of individuals that didn't want to listen to the establishment and just wanted to rob and do things their own way. Yes, because pirates were real, right? So, you know, living lawlessly with nicknames and everything like that, and going and, you know, ransacking villages, plundering. Those were essentially gangs, right? Because they would mark their territory with their symbols, because there was different pirates groups, right? That had their own flags and everything like that, right? And not just them, right? But then you had like crusaders from like the, you know, medieval times, right? Like different groups of individuals that would mark territory and, you know, with their swords and go and, you know, go into villages and rob them and everything like that. That was gangs in itself, right? A group of individuals with, made up names and symbols and colors, right? Their flags, what that they represented. So that's a form of gang right there. Right? So this is not something that's new. It's just been evolving and adapting as time has gone. You get what I mean? So this is not something that's new. It's been around since as long as humanity's been here. You have had groups of individuals that band together and don't want to listen to the law and do as they want throughout our history. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to the history and you're able to see it. And that is no different than what the modern day versions of gangs are. And why? For the very reason that I've been saying. Because when these parents refuse to raise their kids right, they turn out to be troubled adults. So it has nothing to do with the area you live in. You could be living in a nice area. There's areas, like for example, there's like these, in America, right? These suburban areas with these nice houses and stuff like that. But then you had groups like the KKK and, the Shining Knight and all these white supremacist groups, right? They all had aliases. They all had a symbol and colors that they represented. And they went out and committed crime, like, lynching and, beating up, minorities. And they had nice jobs, big ass homes. Yeah, they were still indulged in the criminal activities. You know what I'm saying? So this shit affects, it doesn't matter if you're in a rich area and a bad, you know what I mean? Look at P. Diddy's houses are getting raided and everything. They found all this and that in his fucking pad. And he's in a mansion in a nice area. Yet, there was criminal activity happening around that bitch. And then he has money. And he's not the only one that's indulged in this kind of behavior. You see a lot of these rich bastards get arrested and then they always find drugs and guns and shit like that. And then seeing that they were involved with the most shadiest people. Money is not going to help you escape the chaos, bro. You know what I mean? This illness could affect anywhere and anybody. But people refuse to actually look at the actual evidence, and they just rather blame this and that, right? The same shit that they've been blaming since forever, bro, and yet the problems haven't gotten fixed. Yeah, they keep changing the laws, they keep making them harsher, they keep doing this and that, and nothing is working because they refuse to tackle the actual problem. And they keep focusing on the shit that's irrelevant. Because no matter what you say, they will refuse to look in that mirror, bro. They'll keep looking and looking and looking because they rather look than to stare at that mirror, bro. It's cold reality, cold facts. The truth hurts. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, wait, you're right. Neighborhood's been pretty active too, G. I passed through and see a lot of strikeouts. Yeah, there's a lot of little homies. You know what I mean? Neighborhoods never died that much. I could honestly say that the neighborhood, my neighborhood, yeah, it's, you know what I mean? It's factors deep. There's a lot of little homies. Try to guide them, but, homies gonna do what they gonna do. It just is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. I got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.